Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and trippin' orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move, I can now who wanna move, crossing now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, bingo bottle, never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world.
What's up everybody? This is Ted Karras for the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincy Hat, and you're watching Bengals and Brews.
Yeah, man. And we're doing a Thursday show. Why? Because we can. We do what we want.
Look at that, man.
Tomorrow.
6 people got their fucking like and subscribe button clicked, Dale. 7 now. Look at that.
Or it could be Twitter.
People are flying in.
Yeah. Either way, we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We got the Senior Bowl going on, practices. I haven't watched too much of it, been clipping up a lot of stuff. You know, you can check that out on Bengals and Brews on Twitter. Yeah, we're going to do a mock draft because, you know, it's that time of year. You do mock drafts. You talk about some football. You know, I'm going to talk some linebacker free agents coming up. We've talked about the edge. We've talked about D tackles. I've also wrote articles for Cincy Jungle on similar stuff. Linebackers is next up. We're probably going to talk linebackers, but we're like, hey, let's just do a mock draft and have some fun. You know what I mean? Like, why not? Just all the mock drafts. Have some fun with it. Right. Maybe we'll do a full 7-rounder today. Just rip it off. But what's going on in your life? You know, it's cold out. It's like you can see my breath here, but I do have a propane heater for everybody who always like, hey, I bought a new top, got a new propane tank, and it's right here. So I don't feel super cold.
There's
like
Dale.
usual.
That's Dale's floor.
Yeah.
You need marshmallows, bro. You could be making s'mores while we're doing the show. I just thought of that. You could literally fucking get on DoorDash and order some chocolate, marshmallows, and graham crackers, bro. Eat s'mores. Make them live. Hell yeah.
Not much care about s'mores.
S'more mock draft.
Whatever. S'mores, boars.
It'd be like our version of the turtle soup, man. It'll be the s'mores.
But I'd say we jump right into this mock draft, Chop. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Let me go to that screen in there.
This guy, Darth Bengal, he says, get a first-round punter.
Yeah, I don't disagree, man. The punting game is legit, like, underrated.
You know, honestly, I feel like Ryan Rico is good enough. Now, I wish he wouldn't kick it in the end zone so much, and I know Dark's joking. But Ryan Rico's been pretty good punter. You know, can't really complain. I hope McPherson all of a sudden don't have the yips because he was starting to miss some stuff at the end of the year. So
I don't mind a kicker. Drafting a kicker, or especially getting like a really good one undrafted for competition, because didn't he miss the last 2 extra points?
Yeah, he was missing some extra points.
Yeah.
Field goal. Like I don't know,
man. I love that little feller, but you know, are we doing 6 rounds, Dale?
Yeah, we'll do 7. We'll do 7.
Well, 7. We don't have a 7th round pick.
Yeah, we do.
We do?
We don't have a 5th round pick.
Oh, it was shading out the 7. All right.
I think we might have a couple 6th round picks. No 5th round, something like that. I don't know. We'll pick whatever it tells us that we have for the full 7 rounds. So
all right, here we go, man.
I'll let you recap who is off the board before the Bengals pick at pick 10.
All right, let's take a look here. That's all the Browns took a line, offensive line. So Mendoza, duh.
Yeah, the Raiders take Mendoza. Obviously, you know, we'll talk a little bit about each one of these. That's a no-brainer. They're going to take a quarterback. He's the best quarterback unless they pull off a trade for a quarterback or they do something where they trade this pick. Because I saw some people floating out like Lamar could be a candidate to go there, like there. So would the Ravens take pick 1 and take Mendoza? Like that would be interesting. But I think the Raiders will stick and pick. They'll have a guy on a rookie contract. You know, it's not like they're one player away and see what he can do.
Let me toss this out there, Dale. He's been tearing it up at the Senior Bowl. What about Diego Pavia?
Buddy ain't even 5'10". He can't even ride certain roller coasters.
I know, but that dude thinks he's about fucking 6'4" and 240, and he's a fucking playmaker, that's for sure. But
Yeah, I kind of like Taylor Green. I know he's not the most accurate, but dude's like 6'6", 230. I mean, he can run. Like that's the kind of guy I would like on day 3 for like a backup quarterback, for the Bengals or for any other team. What
Have
I
you been
think you should
watching the Senior Bowl and stuff?
Not much. I've seen some clips. I need to watch more of it. There is a thing where I can like watch the practice tape, kind of like I do with the all 22 stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to dive into
Just
it.
saying, I hear my boys tearing it up, and that just proves my theory. He was hurt all year. Garrett Nussmeier, I'm telling you, he's going to go in later draft. What round do you have him right now?
Like third, fourth round kind of area. But once again, quarterbacks usually go higher than where I have him.
Yeah.
And I've kind of got him at quarterback 4. But if Trinidad Chambliss isn't in this class because he gets that waiver to go back,
He ain't getting
then that's going to move Nuss up even more. I still think Ty Simpson's the second quarterback drafted.
Yeah.
But we'll see with Nussmeier. I don't know.
I'm afraid that I'm in so much fear that he's going to go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Ben Roethlisberger. Like, he's a big guy. He's not mobile. He's got an arm. Whatever.
But Patrick Graham is the guy who was kind of between him and Al Golden, it felt like, for defense coordinator for us. Took the Steelers defensive coordinator job, just to toss that out there.
All right. Well,
maybe it is 2 7th-rounders, Chris. I'm not sure. And yeah, Darth, it is tough to do mock drafts before free agency, but it's a fun exercise and something to do, something to talk about, something to get on here and chat about, because it's a dead time of year, when your team's not playing for a Super Bowl, like the Patriots versus the Seahawks. I'm going to be rooting for the Seahawks to beat the Patriots.
Yeah. I swear to God, I'm still on fuck the Patriots. It was a Tom Brady thing, and I like Tom Brady now. Like, he left, won a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay. I'm not allowed to hate on him anymore. So now I kind of like Tom Brady. I can't deny it. But still, fuck the Patriots.
They've won too much. Like,
I just hate them.
I just feel like, hey, you've won enough. You don't need to win anymore.
Exactly.
You don't,
like fuck them, fuck the Steelers, and fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the 49ers, the Rams. All right.
Yeah, all right. Now that you got that out of your system.
Got it out, man.
So the second pick looks like Carnell Tate to the Jets in this mock draft.
I mean, do you think that's a good pick? I mean, they got no quarterback, and you're taking – who the fuck is throwing him the ball?
Well, they're going to have to try to at least get a bridge quarterback. Because you can't take Ty Simpson here. They're just kind of screwed this year with quarterback. Like Dante Moore going back to school, to me, killed the Jets. Like, unless Vegas is going to trade with them, they're probably best off to – and maybe, maybe in the second round they get Ty Simpson and just give it a shot. Maybe they take a shot on Nussmeier in the second round. I don't know.
Maybe.
At number 2, I think you just got to go with whoever you think's the best on your board. They have so many needs. I think they could go a ton of directions.
Yeah.
Adding Carnell Tate with Garrett Wilson to whoever ends up being quarterback, fine. Whatever. Honestly, with the Jets, I'm like, just get talented players. Like, if it was me, I don't know, man. I would consider, like I said, Peter Woods.
I love. I mean, you get a quarterback in a later round, man. That's going to help that quarterback out. Is Jeremiah Love, right?
Maybe, but I think they're pretty good on the line. I think adding defense, if they don't go receiver, I think they go defense. Just get a top flight pass rusher. I mean, they traded Sauce, so they could probably use another corner, but I don't know if I'd take somebody at 2.
Right.
Obviously, they would probably want to trade down if there's no quarterback they want, but who the hell wants to come up for pick 2? Probably nobody.
Right.
Not in this class, so.
No.
But next pick was Arizona, it looks like.
Yep.
Francis Malinois, right tackle. Plug and play right tackle starter for them. That makes sense to me. You want to go with the next one?
Oh, the next one is Tennessee. David Bailey is the edge out of Texas Tech. So let me ask you something, Dale. If David Bailey's on the thing and Reuben Bain, which one would you prefer for Cincinnati?
I mean, oh man, if it's Cincinnati, I'd probably still take Bain because it's just like BPA, but they're not far off. And Bailey is just like this pass rush freak. But I think Bain is so much better as a run defender. And it's
That's
not to
what I
say
was gonna say.
Bailey improved, but it's like just I think short arm be damned. Ruben Bain's an absolute stud in this class. And I would personally take Ruben Bain if both were on the board. But I don't think either's a bad pick. And like Tennessee, you're just wanting pure pass rush juice here. Taking David Bailey, I don't think it's a bad pick at pick 4.
No, I don't think so either. And then the Giants they go defense and take your guy from Ohio State, Arvell Reese, linebacker beast.
Yeah, play him at linebacker. You can play him on the edge. I think they would play him at linebacker because they have Abdul Carter. But, man, you're just putting a bunch of freaky, athletic, pass-rushing, talented players together, right? I think you'd probably see Thibodeau traded because Thibodeau's still on that team. They got Carter. They got Brian Burns.
Over here, we'll take him.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take their leftovers, but like I see it, man, because their offense, if you get Scattaboo back and you got Neighbors healthy and Jackson Dart, man, your offense is pretty good. So building up the defense makes sense.
And it's another one we've talked about, Carnell Tate, or would they potentially go Jordan Tyson here, to add somebody with Neighbors. I think they could go a lot of directions for the Giants.
God, if they added, like if Carnell Tate was there and they added him with Neighbors, wow. That would be a dream for Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland wants to protect their Pro Bowl quarterback. So they go with
That's so crazy that shit were made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Well, Mike at work's been telling me, hats off to Mike, bro. You've been telling me that he's not a shit quarterback. I should have listened to you. He's in the Pro Bowl.
No, he is a shit quarterback. That made the Pro Bowl.
That's right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So is it like people bowing out of the Pro Bowl now? It's like not people that are in the Super Bowl. It's the reason he got in. Did people just like not accept the invite?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. We also saw T. Higgins made the Pro Bowl. So shout out to him and Jamar. And dude, they play like a flag football game. Like it's not, I don't know.
It's recess.
I also think like making all pro teams are obviously way more selective and tougher to make. And you really want to make those. The Pro Bowl stuff has kind of become a joke when you got people like Shador making it at quarterback. So, I mean, it's still cool for the players because you could that's still on your resume at the end of the day. Like I was an 8-time Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? When you're talking Hall of Fame and stuff like that. When Shador Sanders is up for his Hall of Fame bid, he can say,
"It's right."
That he was
That's right, man. They'll put his
Bro's gonna make it like every year because everyone else backs out. And he's gonna be a 10-time Pro Bowler with like a 50% completion percentage and more interceptions than touchdowns. It's crazy.
PFF score 52. But look what happened next, Dale. Thank God for Washington. Lovin Falk. They take the edge from Auburn away so that Cincinnati doesn't get to take him. They're like down in Cincinnati Paycor when Washington picks Falk, they're probably pissed off. But we're all glad.
We will be thrilled with this pick. And passing on Bain, I think, would be a huge mistake. I keep putting David Bailey to them, but in this mock scenario, he's off the board to Tennessee at pick 4. Cleveland also going Fano, the right tackle. I know you mentioned it, but I love him, man. Super athletic, and they do need help on the O-line. They could use a receiver. So it wouldn't be shocking if they went tackle. Falk, he's a high floor run defender. There's still some upside as a pass rusher, but I just think it's going to take some work for him to ever be even like a 8-sack player in the NFL. I know he had 7.5 2 years ago at Auburn. This year he had 2, and that's more. That 7.5 sacks wasn't really how good of a pass rusher he was 2 years ago because his win percentage was like 12% on true pass sets, and that's awful. Like that's not good for an edge player.
No, but New Orleans is glad they took him too. So
yes.
Hey, that Fano, is he a right or left tackle?
He played left his true freshman season, and then Caleb Lomu, who's also in this class, has played left tackle at Utah the last 2, and he's kicked over and played right. He's athletic enough, but I don't know. I think he's going to stick probably at right tackle. Both those guys are just around 300 pounds, so they're a little light, for tackles. He's probably about 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we got New Orleans, and I'm, their needs better than me. It's in the draft guide. Like, if anybody gets the draft guide, Dale does list each team and what their needs are also. Plus, you get his top 100.
300. Top 300.
Top 300, my bad. And a breakdown of how many players are in the draft guide right now.
Over 300.
Right? Yeah, over 300 players in the draft guide. And so,
yeah, there's been a lot of players that's moved out. I'd say it's close to 350, but then I list like best of the rest for all these different positions. So like name wise, there's a ton of names, but scouting reports, there's probably close to 350, and there'll be some more guys I'm adding and stuff like that.
And so, what I was getting at here is I'm asking you, like, New Orleans, they took Bain, which is not a bad pick, man. He's a badass, but what are their needs? They got a brand new quarterback, and I just wondered if they wanted to give him a weapon.
I mean, I think they could use a lot of things. I still think they need a corner quite a bit. Like, this is a spot I'd say a corner. It's also a spot for Peter Woods. Like, I know they have Brian Breesy, but I don't know how much they love Brian Breesy. He's also a guy that's going to need they'll need to pick up his fifth-year option, kind of like we'll have to do with Miles Murphy.
Yeah,
because he was the same draft class as Murphy. So if they're not in love with having to pick that fifth-year option up, this would be his last season. So they could be looking at Peter Woods here. I think Caleb Downs, the safety, like their needs are basically a little bit of everything. Well, I do think they feel good about their quarterback with Tyler Shuck because he had a pretty good season for a rookie. So I feel like that's one spot they're set. But other than that, Jeremiah Love, like, I think everything is in play. Their line is decent. So, like, maybe they wouldn't go O-line. But I think any spot on the defense is in play. And I think a wide receiver, and I even think Jeremiah Love at running back is in play for them.
Well, I also, man, I feel like there's some kind of an issue going on with Olave because I watch Locked On LSU, and them fuckers down there seem to like the Saints. And so they talk about that every once in a while. And something about a contract, maybe, like he's going to want more than they think he's worth. Like they wouldn't pay him, but maybe he is going to get paid more than what it's worth. But I just wondered if anything's up in the air with their receiving because of that.
KP's asking how much the draft guide. I just donation for $5 to Project Game Day. So the way to donate, they have a website now. And me and Chop are part of Project Game Day, but we don't run the website like Joe and a bunch of other guys do all that stuff. Me and Chop just kind of the guys who look cute.
Yeah, we just look pretty.
I do a draft guide. But yeah, so it's Project Game Day, and Game Day is spelled GAMEDEY.org. So you can go to their website, donate $5, shoot me a DM. If you have Twitter, all this is at the top of my page on Bengals and Brews account with a link to the website. But just shoot me then a DM that just shows you donated. It just says, hey, I donated. I don't need to see the amount. You can tell me I donated $5, whatever, $10, right. But a minimum of $5 is what I ask for. And we've raised like $400 this year so far. So
right.
Pretty cool.
$0 go to Dale, even though Dale does more than 40 hours a week watching film, updating the guide.
I enjoy that.
You do enjoy it, but there's no return for you as far as the draft guide goes, except for helping out, being part of the charity and helping get people to games that wouldn't normally go, like people with disabilities and military active and veteran.
Yeah, we're going to have more announcements about our draft party, which the plan kind of is right now for us to do a live show night 2 of the draft. So I know we always stream, and we haven't done that because of the Project Game Day draft event the last couple years. But guess what? We'll be streaming on the first night of the draft.
We might even be able to get our Amish co-hosts on there.
With Sports with Strawberry Ice, that's the plan, to stream from the Folding Warehouse for the draft event. Tickets are not on sale for that yet, but they will be soon. And it was a fun time last year. Should be a fun time again. But yeah, we might be live streaming. You might see our faces from the Folding Warehouse. So
we need the background wherever we sit in there and we're doing our live stream. The background needs to be Tyler Kelly in that fucking dunk tank. So
people in the background.
Yeah, just as a background, so people can just watch people dunking that bastard every time.
Yeah, if we got to get up and pee, the camera's already on Tyler Kelly at the
It's
dunk.
already on there. Yeah.
Got to get up and get another beer. There's Tyler Kelly in the dunk tank.
Anybody gets that draft guide, I swear to God, you're not going to have another boring shit all the way up until April fucking 23rd when the draft starts. I'm telling you, there is so much information in there. And then, like, you might think the draft guide's set. Nah, it ain't. There's a Senior Bowl going on. There's a combine going to happen, and Dale is going to update that draft guide depending on what he sees.
Yeah, that and like official
And you'll
heights.
get it.
Official heights and weights are coming in, so all that's good. I already have the Shrine Bowl ones, but the Senior Bowl ones, I still got to input that and get that updated. PFF charts. I have almost all the PFF charts updated toward the end of the year because, hey, I was putting this stuff in there like halfway through the year and putting those charts in there for the people that had already got them. But yeah, I don't have to sit here and go on and on about the draft guide. If you want one, get one. I mean, it's, 350 pages of draft information. If you like the draft, it's a ton of information, PFF charts, scouting reports, rankings, team needs. It's got a little bit of everything in there, and it's a PDF I send to your email, so you can just like pull it up on your phone. Like that's a lot of times what I'll do. I write these reports, but you're kind of like, oh, what did I write about this player? So
that's right.
I just
you can print it out, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, unless you can print out from your job for free. Then you can print it out, but
like you're gonna print it out every once a week or once every other week because of the updates.
But yeah, I just went to my email and I literally like, here's a PDF file. So like as you can see, got the first page.
Yep.
You get in there, you got a table of contents, tells you where everything's at, what page everything's on. You get some rankings, you get some scouting reports, and it goes on and on and on and on.
Yep.
But yeah, awesome. You can go through it. That was fun. Yeah, back to the mock draft.
Here we go.
So Reuben Bain to the Saints. I think that would be a good pick for them. Kansas City, Jeremiah Love. Hey, why not? Patrick Mahomes, he's coming off the injury. Give him a running back. Take a little bit of the load off of him, especially coming off an injury. Get the running game going. I think Jeremiah Love would be a good pick for them. And then it puts the Bengals on the clock.
Yep.
And to me, you're looking at Caleb Downs and Peter Woods.
Yep, I agree.
The corners are there. The corners are there. Sonny Styles is there. Thoughts?
Well, Mansour Delane is tempting to me, but I feel like we got two good corners. I think DJ Turner could be, he's a Pro Bowl level cornerback. I think Dax could be, and I think Dax is solid. Man, having Mansour Delane just makes me kind of just like fucking drool. Having him and DJ Turner on the outside. But I just think that as much as how nice that would be, the value is more with someone who can get after the passer. And that would be Caleb Downs. That would be Peter Woods, and probably more Peter Woods creating that pressure from the trenches than Caleb Downs. But I do think that the majority of Cincinnati has got a fucking super hard on for Caleb Downs. What do you think?
Well, that I keep going Peter Woods. It makes so much sense to get that D tackle, get that pass rush. I will say Daniel Jeremiah has him at like 34 or 30 something in his top 50.
Yeah.
Daniel Jeremiah also had Walter Nolan around the same spot.
Yeah, and we were going to take Walter Nolan last year, which makes me think that maybe that's why they got fucking Peter Woods like card in the chamber ready to pull the trigger.
So listen, Daniel Jeremiah, smart guy, knows his stuff, not saying bad stuff about him. I just disagree that Peter Woods is like in the 30s where he's ranked. Like, I don't agree. I think he's a top 10 talent in this class. I think it's very hard to find guys that can stop the run and rush the passer. And I would be really excited for Peter Woods. But we just took him on the last mock.
That's true.
This is what sucks. There's always better safeties too.
Yeah, you're right. So
I just hate doing the same thing every time.
Why don't we just not take Peter Woods or take Caleb Downs? Let's get a pick. Let's see what everybody wants other than Caleb Downs and Peter Woods, which is kind of crazy. I mean, other than that,
to me, it's like, there's Ruben May, David Bailey, they're off the board. Like, I just feel like one of those 4 players should be the pick. That's the hard part. Like, if they're all gone, then it sucks. Well, we could trade. We could do something where we trade down for once. Because the whole show is just doing this mock draft. We haven't done a trade mock draft. It's probably not realistic. But let's just do a trade. Why not?
Well, we ain't going to Arizona. Who's picking after us? Like 5
I'm thinking
spots.
to trade down to 4 or 5 spots.
Let's trade down to like 15.
So
I don't know who picks 15.
I don't know. I gotta have to pull all that up in this Project Game Day draft guide.
Hell yeah, you got that Project Game Day draft guide, Dale?
Yeah, and it's got all the teams in the order of where they pick.
Hell
But
yeah.
it does have if that team's trading out of that pick, I still have the team that would have had that pick in that spot.
Yeah,
Because they're going to be there in other rounds. You know what I mean?
right.
So it's like in the order of the team that would have the pick. Just
All right.
I got to get there, Chop.
It's all right, man. I'm good. I got it ready whenever you are. And
I scrolled to the bottom, so now I got to scroll back up.
oh yeah. Oh, that's a lot of scrolling, man, especially on your phone.
All right, so we are picking 10th. The Dolphins 11, the Cowboys 12, the Falcons 13, the Ravens 14, the Buccaneers 15. We ain't trading with the dirty Ravens. So Buccaneers, the Colts at 16, but the Colts traded their pick. So the Jets, I believe, have that pick. Then
So
Detroit, Minnesota. Yeah, let's go Tampa Bay. I don't know what they'd be trading up for. Maybe they really want Sonny Styles here.
All right. Let's see if we can get their second round pick. Oh, it's too much. Third. Hey, look at that. We got a first and a third.
To trade down 5 spots, you get a third. Might as well throw in a 5th. Let's get a 5th from them, too, because we don't have one. Let's just get a bunch of picks. Fuck it. Did that
We'll
work?
take next year's round. Oh, we can't do next year's round. Look at that, man. We got an extra 5th, 6th, 7th round pick.
What do we get?
We got 5th pick 15. We got a 3rd round pick, number 77, a 5th round pick, 6th round pick, and a 7th round pick for.
Oh, I ain't worried about 6 and 7. Take those off.
All right.
Yeah, just because I don't want to make that many picks. But we'll take the 5th because we don't have one.
All right, let's hit the trade button.
And that third. So we get a 3rd and a 5th to go down 5 spots.
We traded. Let's see. Let's see what they got in our spot. They took Sonny Styles. Oh my God. Well, look, right before us, Caleb Downs and Peter Wood.
Yeah. See, so this is the thing. If you trade down, you're probably not getting those guys. So like most of the time, yes, we're going to pick either of those players. We're going to be happy about it. This is just doing a scenario where we're doing something different, and it's going to suck now. It sucks. Now it sucks. Now, and Baltimore takes Peter Woods, and I think they would. Like, I think that's a great pick.
Yeah, this what's left. What is going on here? What about Cassius Howe from Texas A&M?
His run defense is just too bad. Like, I know what his weight says. I think he's smaller than what he's listed at. Very good pass rusher. I love the pass rush, but I'm not taking him in the first round probably at all.
Let me tell you something. In this scenario, I mean, tell me I'm wrong, Dale, but like if I have to pick here, I'm taking this tight end from Oregon.
I would consider it, but I still like Gesicki. And I like Eric All coming back. I know you can't count on him.
Healthy. I don't trust him.
I know. I understand that, and I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But if we're going to go with a weapon, I would go with Mekhi Lemon. I know Jordan Tyson's there, but the injuries scare me. And Mekhi Lemon, you put in the slot immediately. I know it's crazy, but we've got picks to take and then hammer defense after this.
So let's take Mekhi Lemon. Let's give Joe another weapon.
I'd say we take Mekhi Lemon and we got a triple-headed dragon.
Bro, we don't have a good slot receiver. Since Tyler Boyd started dropping a few balls, we really haven't had that. So I'm down with it. Let's take Mekhi Lemon.
You'd have Mekhi Lemon, and that way, T has had injuries, and it's not a knock on T. It's just the truth. T's out. You still got Mekhi Lemon and Jamar. Jamar has to miss a game because he spit on someone again. You got T. Higgins and Mekhi Lemon.
You got him on a rookie contract to round, so you get to pick up the 5th-year option. All right, let's go back here and see what's going on.
So that's just doing something.
Oh, look at that. New York got their quarterback. They took Chambliss.
If he's even in this class.
Yeah, if he is. He will be. He ain't getting a fucking extension, man. The guy played for 4 years.
I don't know. I've seen crazier things.
You're right. I mean, if it is, I think that college might just give up and be like, okay, fine. Because this is his 5th appeal, I think.
Yeah, KP, he did go back to school for Singleton. But yeah, some people like that Lemon pick. I know James Rapine, he would probably like it. He loves those weapons.
He loves wide receivers and cornerbacks.
I just think if you trade down, then maybe you have to consider just taking the best player. Yeah, I do like Messidor. I know he's 25, pass rusher.
So do I.
I think we took him in our last mock.
We did. So,
I see Kristen Miller, and we don't talk about him very much. D tackle.
Who?
Kristen Miller.
Okay. Yeah.
The pass rush, he's got the feet and the hands. Georgia didn't ask him to do it that much. He's a pretty good run defender, but he's got the ability to be a pass rusher. But I said very similar things about Chris Jenkins. You know what I mean? There's traits there. He could be good. There's nothing proven. There's no production showing he's going to be the stud pass rusher other than hey, you can see he's got pretty quick feet. He's got good hands. There's something there to work with, and maybe he can be that. That's how I feel about Kristen Miller. I don't think I'd want to do that again here in the second, but I bet the Bengals would be interested in Kristen Miller here.
Yeah.
I like Jennings Dunker there from Iowa. Right tackle, and he may stick at right tackle with how he's playing at the Senior Bowl. Now, that is a guy I've seen several clips on and heard several people talk about how well he's playing.
You said he's right tackle?
Yeah, he's played right tackle at Iowa, but I projected him to kick inside. He's listed with my guards. He's my 4th overall guard. But either way, if you sign Reisner on a 1 year, you don't sign if you don't sign Reisner, this guy is plug and play, in my opinion. You're starting right guard. And I think that's valuable, continue to protect Joe Burrow. I wouldn't have an issue. And then if Mims gets hurt, guess what? Dunker kicks right out to right tackle and plays for him. And you feel good about him playing at a solid level there.
I mean, if we pick that receiver in the first one, and then I know we're looking at trenches, but tell me about this safety from Toledo, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren.
Yeah, we've talked about him quite a bit because we've taken him quite a bit.
Right.
So he's the one that's 6'3", 209. I can't remember 7, 8, somewhere 10. He's got a bunch of forced fumbles. And he looks to punch the ball out, and I always like that in my defensive backs.
Yeah.
He's got, I think, 5 interceptions or so for his career, so not bad, but not super ball hawk when it comes, to that. But he's just a good player. He'll come downhill, he'll hit, he's quick, so he's got good range. I like McNeil-Warren as a safety, not taking one. Let's look at the whole D tackle list. Just
here we go. Oh, there's everybody's favorite. Here you go. There's the Cincinnati boy, Dante Corleone.
Yeah, and he was hurt during Shrine Bowl. He didn't even finish the week out. I didn't love his tape this year. He just looks slow. I know he's had some, health stuff. Yeah, I don't love the D tackles there. Not for the second round. Kristen Miller would be the only one to consider, but I just there's not enough proven pass rush.
Chris Jenkins 2.0.
Yeah, I just don't think they should do that here. Let's look at the other safeties. Yeah, Ed Messidor, R. Mason Thomas, Romello Height. Those guys are smaller. The Bengals will probably like Zion Young, but he's just not as explosive as I like. But he is, a guy that's 6'5", 260, 265. Guy they would like, but I don't care if a guy's smaller like Height or R. Mason Thomas. Those guys have pass rush juice. I would be interested in them. Messidor, I know he's 25. I would be interested in him.
Yeah, so would I. I mean,
let's look
honestly,
at corners.
if you get someone like Messidor in here and he's 25 and you play him for 4 years and that's all you get out of him and he plays at a high level for that 4 years, that's a win.
Yeah. Can we look at corners?
Corners.
I like Chris Johnson. I like D'Angelo Pons. I know he's undersized, but he's a dog. Keontae Scott. Malik Muhammad, he's not very big, closer to like 180, 178, something like that. But he's a dog on the outside. But if we're looking, I love Keith Abney. I think Keith Abney's worthy of a first-round pick. Wouldn't be mad at him either from Arizona State. If you're going slot, man, I would go Pons and not like he might be 5'7", literally.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
Who was our-
hits. He's
How tall was
I
Uncle Mikey, though? And he was our slot corner for a while, and people loved him.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is a tough one. I still kind of go back to safety. I know we've taken some different guys at safety. So like Finneman's there, Halsey's there, Ramsey, Wheatley. I love every one of those guys. Ramsey maybe a little more in the third round.
Yeah.
Ramsey, like the more tape I watched, like this year, he just wasn't as physical in a lot of games as I wanted. And I think maybe he was a little injured, so he was like not going in and being as aggressive as normal.
Who's that,
Like,
Ramsey?
Yeah.
But
it's just something that concerned me. So I'm like, yeah, if he's there in the third, but he's also a guy that can play in the nickel, so you can move him around. He's a very good cover guy, but the physicality scared me a little bit. I don't know, man. I think the safety board's so good, I'd wait on the safeties.
So would I.
So, man, I know that no one wants us to take two offensive players in a row, but I want to go back and take Jennings Dunker, I think, because we don't know if they're going to re-sign Dalton Reisner. And even if they do, it's a one-year deal. Maybe he's the backup. Dunker can play multiple spots. Like, he's listed with the tackles, but I think he can be a guard. I'm just taking Jennings Dunker because he might end up in the first round when all is said and done. So getting him here in the second, I think it's good value.
Also, guess what, man? Don't sweat it because the Bengals went out and fucking landed a great free agency class.
Yeah,
Don't
they got like 10 players on defense in free agency. We're good.
Went somewhere. I got to go back and see where he went. Tennessee. Good for them.
Zakee Wheatley going one pick before us in this mock hurts because I love Zakee Wheatley. Like 6'2", 200 pounds. Like that dude flies around.
We still got AJ Halsey and fucking Kamari Ramsey.
Yeah. Yep, you're right, Chris. The Bengals, known free agent getters. So
yeah, they are.
That's why we can take two offensive players.
That's correct.
I think everyone's head would explode though if we took two offensive players first in this draft.
Hell yeah.
Regardless, if we hammered free agency for once on defense, I think people would still be like, "No, what are we doing?"
Exactly. Well, let's see what we got all here. Oh, Pons is still there.
As much as I like Halsey and I like Ramsey for the safety spot, it's hard for me to pass up on D'Angelo Pons in the third round because I was strongly considering him in the second. Like I said, I don't 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". I don't give a shit. 170, I don't care. This guy will knock the piss out of somebody. He is sticky in coverage. Like, he's just a good football player. I fully believe that he's going to be good in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing about his competitive nature that makes me think he won't be good in the NFL.
We taking Pons?
Let's do it.
All right. Fuck it. Take Pons, man. That's what we do. That's how we roll.
So now we're starting with some offense. And we picked up another third-round pick because we traded down. There. And Ramsey's still there.
Yeah.
So, see, now things are starting to look good by trading down 5 spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mekhi Lemon might have been a little questionable at the beginning. But, well, where's our safety? Well, right here's your safety because I'm good with Halsey, who's 6 foot, 220. But this, like Ramsey in the third, later third, I'm good with that too because, like I said, he's a great cover safety, and I think we could use that. We could use his range. I don't have a problem with either of these. So if you want to be a homer and take an LSU guy here, go for it, because
I'm going to homer.
this is a guy who creates a lot of turnovers. He is so aware, in zone coverage, constantly making plays, constantly making turnovers. He's got the frame to hold up against the run. Like, I like AJ Halsey as an option. And I think the versatility with him and Jordan Battle, that they can play either spot, because that's how Al was running the safeties this year. It wasn't like, well, you've got a free safety. Because if you were looking for just a free safety, a deeper safety, a cover safety, you'd probably lean Ramsey. But having more versatility, you go Halsey. And that's how Golden played the safeties this year.
Yep. And I feel good about that safety pick. Like, you're right. Like, there's Caleb Downs, and then there's better ones in the late. There's good ones in the later rounds. And I think the value for that, I think that you got a good player at a good spot who's going to be an upgrade for sure.
I think we need to look D line now, D tackle and edge, because we don't have either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right off the rip, I see a couple guys that I really like. Zane Durant and Skylar Gill-Howard, both undersized, both closer to 290 pounds, which you don't love for a D tackle. But you're just looking for pass rush juice.
Yeah.
And we're in the 4th round now. Give me Zane Durant all day long. He's decent against the run, even though he's a little undersized. And he just works his ass off. The effort he gives, like, it's another player I believe in regardless of size. This would be really outside the Bengals' norm, by the way. This is like a mock draft for me, not the Bengals, because we've taken D'Angelo Pons, and now we're taking Zane Durant. So we're like, fuck the size. Give us good football players.
Yeah, let's get
these guys can play, and they're good value in the 3rd and 4th rounds where we got them.
Everybody write this shit down. You can follow it as the season goes and see that this is the draft.
But now I'm thinking edge. I'm thinking linebacker. You could even consider running back, tight end, a backup quarterback, because we added some extra picks. So this should be a 5th round pick, right? That we traded for when we traded down 5 spots.
Pick 5, number 153, 5th round.
Yeah. I will say also, like, Bishop Fitzgerald there and Cole Wisniewski. I know we took our safety, but I like those safeties. You were at safeties.
Oh, safety. Yeah. Bishop
like
Fitzgerald.
But Cole Wisniewski, I'm really starting to like him more and more. He's originally at North Dakota State, missed all last season with a foot injury, but transferred to Texas Tech this year, so a higher level of football, and he was fantastic. And this is a dude that can he's almost like another linebacker. He's almost 220 pounds, so he can come down in the box. He can play either safety spot. He's pretty good in coverage, even though he's a little bigger. So I know we took Halsey and we're not looking at safety here, but I did want to mention about Cole Wisniewski, because it's a guy that I'm thinking 4th round, had you not taken a safety, that's a guy you start to consider around there. But we got one here, so.
Anybody on edge that kind of.
Yeah. I like a lot of these guys. I like Michael Kamara, Indiana. He's only about 6'1", 260. So once again, it's not going to be the normal Bengals size. He had like 10 sacks last year, but this year he only had 2. But his pressure rate was still tremendous. The guy fires off the ball. He is nonstop effort. When you talk about guys like that, that's going to give everything they have. That's Kamara. Nadeem Tucker there is having a really good Senior Bowl, and I watched this tape. He had 14 and a half sacks. So he had as many sacks as David Bailey this year for Western Michigan.
Yeah.
But he's already like 25 years old. But once again, if we talked about with Akeem Messidor, and it's a guy who's around 6'3", 6'4", and close to 250. I think he might be right around 250. So he's not small by any means. He hadn't really done anything. And it was his first year at Western Michigan, but he was explosive. He was really good. And I think when you're here in the 5th round, that's when you take a swing on a guy like that. I wouldn't hate taking Tucker, but there's the guy 2 spots down, Logan Fano. This is Spencer's brother. So the right tackle that went in the 1st round in this mock to the Browns. About a 25% win rate on true pass sets. He's never had more than 4.5 sacks in the season, but once again, we took a guy like Shamar Stewart that never had more than 2.5 in a season. This guy had, I think, 4.5 this year. Good pressure rates, pretty good run defender. I like Logan Fano. Now, I don't know how he's doing at the Senior Bowl stuff because I do believe he's there. But I really like this tape when I watched it about a month or so ago because I thought he'd be in the next draft class, but he went ahead and declared along with his brother. So let's take Logan Fano because I think people are going to talk about him more as this goes. And I think that's a good, solid edge rusher. And you're not talking about like 25 years old. You're not talking about, oh, he's only 6'1" like Kamara. So maybe some of those things the Bengals wouldn't take. Fano more fits the size where he's around 6'4", 255.
Hey, let me say this too about this older players entering the NFL. Get fucking used to it because that's just the way it's going to go. Like your better players are staying in college longer because they're getting paid.
Yes and no, though, because I feel like it's going to work itself out too because you're going to have players that, hey, I might go to a smaller school and play as a true freshman. Like you're not going to have as many red shirts for some of these top players. You know what I mean? Because they'll just go and play, and then they'll be 4 years and done.
The bigger schools, though, I think that they're going to redshirt their freshmen every year. Like
but then those people transfer.
You're right, but I mean, it's a gamble, right?
You almost like if a guy is a highly regarded recruit, you almost have to play them. Play like you're not worried about the red shirt at all. You at least want to get special teams out of them because you're paying them. And there's no guarantee you're paying them next year because they might leave and go somewhere else for more money. It's crazy.
Only thing I can do is bring it to what I've heard and what I can understand. And that's, I'm just going to say that I think his name, Lamar Brown. He was the top recruit in high school and he's going to LSU, right? So he's getting paid. He ain't going to start. And they're paying him. They paid him in high school. He's not going to start. Princewell is going to start. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Brown isn't going to see the field. They might put him out there a little bit.
He'll see it. He'll see the field. Yeah, he'll see it.
He'll see the
field.
They're
not going to redshirt him. They're not going to redshirt him.
You don't think so?
Even if it's a rotational role and he plays 10 snaps a game, he'll play.
I mean, can't they play him like a certain amount and save his eligibility though?
You can only play in 4 games.
I'll bet you he plays in 4 games, man. And that's it. I bet.
Man, this guy was a top 2 recruit in the country, like top 2.
But they're stacked at fucking edge anyway.
Yeah, but people rotate on the.
I just feel like they weren't even going to start him before Princewell, and now we got Princewell. How you say his last name? It's
Princewell Umanmielen.
Umanmielen.
Yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Princewell Umanmielen.
Yeah. No,
a mouthful, man. He could just be Prince Smith. That'd be easier to say.
Prince Jones, you know.
There's a doctor, a resident came into work, and his last name was like Metterdoc or something. I was like, bro, that's too hard to say. You got to be a Jackson. All right, man. So here we are, pick 6th round, pick 187. We got to get some badass player. Dale.
Well, that's when we got to recap. Well, I feel like we got to recap our selections.
But if we're picking 187, we need a killer. Go ahead, recap.
We'll hit my selections.
Oh, yeah, my selections.
So we traded down. So if you're expecting the normal Caleb Downs, the normal Peter Woods, you know, we could have taken one of those guys at 10, and we do in a lot of mocks, and we'll continue to do it. I would take one of those guys at 10. We wanted to do something different. We traded down. Both were off the board after trading down with the Buccaneers to 15 from 10. At 15, we said, screw it. We're taking Mekhi Lemon. We're taking the slot receiver to pair with Chase and Higgins, and the offense is going to continue to remain explosive. We feel good about the O-line, but not so good that we can't upgrade that in the second round with Jennings Dunker, who plays right tackle, is having a really good Senior Bowl week. And the dude has a red hair and a mullet. Like, he looks like an offensive lineman.
I love him.
He looks like the definition of an offensive lineman.
Hell yeah.
But I would kick him in, play him at right guard. I still want our guy back, Dalton Reisner. But if he's not back, Jennings Dunker is starting at right guard immediately. Even if he's back, then maybe you just have great depth at both guard spots. Yes, and also, if Mims is dinged up, Dunker kicks right out to right guard and plays there too.
Has Dunker ever played any other position besides the right side of the line?
I think he's played some left guard.
All right.
And I think, you know, I think you project him to where he could play right guard here.
Sure.
So I don't really have an issue with him playing left guard, or right tackle. I don't know about left tackle. I don't know if he's got necessarily the foot speed on that island, but I think he could hold up there if you needed him to for a game.
Yeah.
He's just a good football player. And it was one of those things to where, hey, we're probably not going to take this guy very often. He's one of the better players. He's having a good Senior Bowl week. This is a good time to take him. And we had when we traded down, we added a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick to take more swings on defense. So
yeah, we did.
With our 3rd-round pick, we took D'Angelo Ponce. To me, best player on the board, 3rd round, undersized, don't give a shit, plays a lot bigger, can get turnovers. He's a dog against the run. He's sticky and cut. He's everything you want in a slot corner, in my opinion. AJ Halsey with the extra 3rd we picked up, safety from LSU, originally at Houston. He's got like 10 career interceptions, so he makes plays. He's very good. He knows what's coming. He's a high football IQ kind of guy. We come back. We got Zane Durant. We hadn't got a D tackle. Let's take Zane Durant. A little bit undersized. Once again, don't care. Good football player.
Guess who else was a little undersized D tackle?
Geno Atkins.
Boom. Not that Zane Durant's Geno Atkins, but
right. We're not putting that on him. But hey, you never know, right? Geno Atkins was a 4th-round pick.
There you go.
Zane Durant in the 4th round.
Boom.
Hey, let's go. We just drafted the next Geno Atkins, no doubts about it.
Get that 97 from Stewart, man.
And then Logan Fano, the edge player from Utah, I think he's just a good, solid player. He can play against the run. He can play as a pass rusher at almost 25% win rate on true pass sets this year. Never had more than 4.5 sacks, but hey, 4.5 sacks is almost double what Shamar ever had in one season.
That's right, man.
And he showed some flashes toward the end. So just we're sacking good players. I feel good about that. We went 2 offensive players, which people would lose their minds, but then just hammered talented defense. Now we have 3 picks remaining from our trade. We could go about any direction here, Chop, as we look back at it. Like,
let's look at the defense, because I feel like with the pick 187, I feel pressured that we got to get a murderer. 187.
Yeah.
Let's see what. So we already got DL and we got Edge. So
yeah, and there's nothing saying you can't double up on a position.
Yeah,
we don't have a linebacker. If we want to look at linebacker,
let's go look at linebacker.
Oh yeah. So speaking of killers, Red Murdoch.
Oh, hey, look at who team fits. Look at that team fits. Bengals.
Yeah. But no, I don't think you can go wrong with any of those top 3 names here. I think those would be great picks. Aiden Fisher, national champion Aiden Fisher. Watch more of his tape this week. Really good. I've watched more of all these guys this week. Aiden Fisher, really good downhill thumper, but he's a better athlete than I think people want to give him credit. I know he's white, but he's still a good athlete. That is possible, I promise.
How good is he side to side? I feel like Al Golden likes his linebackers to really move around the field.
Yeah, I didn't see any issues with his movement. Like, I thought he was a pretty good athlete on tape, and I think that he can get the job done. And, he's a decent blitzer, but a really good blitzer is Caleb Elam's Orr. I'm surprised I haven't heard his name more at the Senior Bowl. And I didn't have this guy in the draft guide till recently. And somebody told me about him. I seen he was on the Senior Bowl list. I'm like, okay. I watch his tape. I'm like, ooh, I really like this guy. Red Murdoch. I don't think Red Murdoch's the athlete that either of those other 2 guys are. But what he is a turnover machine. And I've talked about him. The 17 forced fumbles. It's an NCAA record.
Wow.
All-time record. And when you watch his tape, he looks to punch that ball out when he makes the tackle. He's very physical. I do worry about the athleticism, the sideline to sideline speed, the range. Is he not going to make it, on a toss play and the running back gets by him? But I wouldn't be mad at it. And he wanted a killer, and I think Red Murdoch is a killer name. So let's take Red Murdoch. Yeah, fuck it.
Red Murdoch. Let's go. Let's get a turnover there, Red. I like it, man. I'm stoked. I'm excited. All right, let's go to all. Let's see what we got here. Running back, Seth McGowan from UK. Tight end.
Tight end Dalen Bentley is actually pretty damn good. And he had about 600, 700 yards this season for Utah as a receiver. And he's a good blocker. And he's about 260. So he's not like some of these tight ends, that are 235, 240. Like, he's got the size already. Let's take Dalen Bentley. I don't care. Just toss him into the tight end room. When you get extra picks, you can do this.
Your boy's getting long in the tooth. We're going to need another blocker. The best fucking tight end in the league.
Yeah, Drew Sample.
Yeah. I mean, he was the best tight end in the league. Now I feel like it's Cody Ford.
Cody Ford's the best wide receiver.
He's the best wide receiver. Yeah. He's a pass catching.
Cole Wisniewski still being on the board is just silly. He's really good. But let's go to quarterbacks because we never took a quarterback. There's a lot of good players on this board that shouldn't be in and won't be in real life at this point. But
Dixon, I like the name.
No, quarterback.
Quarterback. My bad.
For like a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, say what you want about Cade Klubnik. No, I'm not taking Diego Pavia.
Come on. It's our playmaker, bro. We put him in there just like a wildcat kind of deal.
Listen, Cade Klubnik can make plays with his legs. Did not have the season anyone expected. But he's a playmaker. He played 4 years of college football. He's played in some big games at Clemson. Cade Klubnik all day as a backup. All day.
Yeah. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. We're in the 7th round here.
That might be the last pick. I'm hoping it's the last pick.
We had 3 picks left when we were looking at it.
Yeah.
Man, Cleveland took someone called Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, South Carolina defensive end.
I don't like that. Don't be taking no Brian Thomas Jr. All right, man. So we were at where did we stop? Oh, so we came back and we took Logan Fano after we recapped, right?
Yeah. Our last 3 picks that we did, which we can recap it all, just mention the names and then get into the last 3.
If I save this, doesn't it come up as a big screen?
Yeah,
all right.
It should.
Well, if it doesn't, we're fucked.
Yeah. Your selections are from last time.
They are from last time. What the fuck?
That's weird.
Well, we'll just have to remember, right? Let me back please. Let's see if it works.
Probably not, but
probably not too.
We took players and they were fun.
We took players. We took good players. God damn it.
Go to my selections. Well, that's a whole nother. We didn't take Sonny Styles. We traded that pick.
I know.
It don't have any of the.
Look, it's got our guys, but we took Sonny Styles. What the hell?
Yeah,
it redrafted us.
We moved down to 15, and we took Mekhi Lemon, then Jennings Tucker, then we took D'Angelo Ponce, then we took the safety AJ Halsey, then we took Zane Durant, then we had another pick in the 5th round because we traded for a 5th round pick, and then that was Logan Fano. Then we took Red Murdoch, Dalen Bentley, the tight end for Utah, and then we took Cade Klubnik, the quarterback from Clemson. So that's the recap. Sonny Styles, we did not. Right. It's not even accurate.
Don't backspace your mock draft, man.
Well, that was weird.
I know. I'm sorry, I've been missing the chat. I was on the other screen. Hello to everybody in the chat.
Crip said that was a hell of a reach. In the 2nd round. Nah, man, Jennings Dunker's good. Look at a picture of him. You'll want him on your team.
Is he the fire hydrant?
No, that's Landon Robinson from Navy. It's Ryan Sparks' guy, and he had a great Shrine Bowl week. And he's going to be getting added to the draft guide. It's just a matter of how high am I going to put this guy? Because he's what was he? He's 5'11". 5'11", but he's like 291. He's built like a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
And he's got some real pass rush juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took our trade away, Nostradamus. You're right.
Hey, and also I see people in here from Twitter also. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, we wanted to do a show because we don't plan on doing one tomorrow. We're just going to do one today. Chop us off work. We figure we'd get one in.
Yeah.
This heater is not warming up as much as I want, but it's better than nothing.
It is. It's not really making a difference. Can you still see?
Well, it's getting, yes. It's also getting colder outside.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to go out tonight, but I got to go to my sister's house, and it's cold outside, man. It's warm in the house. I just want to stay here.
But yeah, fun show, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We're going to end this one, and we'll be back next Friday, and we may have Jacob Infante. I got to get back with him. It's a guy who writes for Pro Football Sports Network. He's a Bears fan, a draft guy. Check out his stuff. He's got like 76,000 followers on Twitter. But we talked. He plans on coming on next Friday, but going to confirm it later in the week. And that should be a fun show, man. Get his perspective. He might be down at the Senior Bowl. I'm not sure. Probably also going to have Brian Bosarge on. I know he's at the Senior Bowl. Yeah, a lot more draft talk, a lot more free agency talk, a lot of fun coming up here. If we don't all freeze to death.
That's right.
Nostradamus, shut up. He says, nice fuck out here in Arizona.
I'll bet it is, man.
Yeah, I want to be in Arizona right now.
I wouldn't mind. We should start doing that snowbird shit, man, where we leave in the winter.
Grip, Nips was in the chat earlier. Where were you?
Was Nips in the chat?
Yeah, Nips was in the chat earlier.
Was on the screen, man. I did not know he popped in to say hi.
He popped in to say he wanted Peter.
Oh, well, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, that tracks.
Tracks.
But yeah, appreciate you all. I hope everyone stays warm, doesn't freeze to death. Stay safe out there. We love y'all. And we will see you